Today I am very happy to meet all of these Fashi, and I don't want to name out because of shortage of time, and also pronunciation is a little difficult for you guys. So just I wanted to express my gratitude for meeting them and having a good time, having tea and have a chit-chat for quite a long time. And I'm very happy that what they are doing, and through the International Tibetan Buddhism Study Institute, which has been here for quite a long time in Taiwan, and you guys for sure that have been already learning a lot about all the Buddhist meditation, Buddhist practice, and also how to go about the practice of the three yanas, the Theravadan, Mahayana and Vajrayana, gradually. So the gradual steps of the Buddhist learning is very, very important for everybody, not only just for monks and nuns, but for every lay people has to really be paying attention on how to go about. And most important is that we have to understand that the Buddhism has two major yanas, the Mahayana and the Hinayana. And the Mahayana comes into two again, the Mahayana, the Sutrayana and the Mantrayana. And we all have to practice three of them at the same time. And because to complete the activities for the sake of all sentient beings, you have to practice three of them at the same time. Of course, you can take a choice. You can take your own choice, saying that I wanted to practice only Theravadan, or Mahayana, or Vajrayana. You can take a choice, but obviously it is much more recommendable to have three of them practiced, because three of them needs to be relying on each other. For example, first preliminary practice, which start from the taking refuge, which is the principle of the Hinayana, and then the second is the bodhicitta development, which is the principle of the Mahayana teachings of Lord Buddha. Then the third one is the practice of Vajrasattva and Guru Yoga, etc. All these practices are very much the principle of the Vajrayana. So the Vajrayana cannot be practiced without the principle of the Mahayana. And the Mahayana cannot be practiced without the principle of the Hinayana. So these three really goes together. And it needs to be practiced and respected very nicely among each other. That is a very, very principal vow and the principal attitude that we should really be setting up as a full, complete form of Buddhist practitioner. So this is what I always recommend people to practice. And also here I'm taking again this liberty and taking this chance to mention it once again, especially to Taiwanese followers of Buddhism. We need to know how to practice one after the other. The first one needs to be accomplished in order to get into the second step. And the second step should be accomplished in order to get into the third step. It is like a staircase to go up to the next floor. You have to really go step by step. That is what we call it, a gradual path of practice. So this is what I would like to request. And as I said before, this can be done by all the practitioners, not only just monks and nuns. They call it Chucharin, but regardless of Tsucharin or Tsaicharin, it has to be done by everybody. That needs to be done. And also there is a way that has given by the Buddha Shakyamuni that can be done by everybody. So it should be done. Everybody should be transforming their life, and to be able to, the main goal and main sort of attitude has to be benefiting others, benefiting all the beings. And before saying all the beings, of course, one needs to go for helping, the family members and the neighbors, and then the city, then the country, then the nation, then of course it goes to the globally. So, and then you can even talk about the universe, the helping all the sentient beings, limitless as the sky. This is what we say. So we have to go, but of course it has to come gradually, and it has to be practiced. This is the reason why we say meditation is very much needed. It has to be, meditation actually means the process of familiarizing yourself with your practice. And the practice, essence of the practice of Vajrayana, essence of the practice of Hinayana and Mahayana is the bodhicitta. So the bodhicitta really means going out and benefit all sentient beings, including the natures. The nature needs to be nourished. The earth has to be healthy. The water needs to be cleaned. The air should be healthy. So therefore we will be able to serve all the sentient beings if you serve the nature, if you protect the nature, if you preserve the nature. So this is really the principle of the practice of the bodhicitta, and this is being a principle of the bodhicitta that is going to be really, without saying anything, it is the principle of the Vajrayana, principal practice of Vajrayana, principal practice of Hinayana. So therefore all the yanas needs to be practiced gradually, step by step, and then we will be able to get into the final destination, which is, we call it enlightenment, we call it Buddha, we call it Vajravarahi or Vajra Dhatu or Vajra Sattva, whatever you may call. These are all just a name, just a title. But actually one needs to be fully enlightened, which actually means the full version, total version of realization of the nature of your own mind. So finally I would like to express my gratitude once again to be able to passing my experiential kind of thought, and I want to express my gratitude and also many thanks from my heart to the good works of International Tibetan Buddhism Study Institute, which is formed in Taiwan, and they have been working very nice, and I'm sure and I trust that these masters, whoever is in front of me right now, they are the genuine master, and they definitely will be able to benefit all of you guys, through spreading the genuine teaching of Lord Buddha. And this is what I wish. And yes, that's all. Thank you very much.
大家好，我是虚拟东头，我现在成立了这个台湾藏传佛教网络电视台，所以呢，我们希望大家有钱出钱、有力努力的方式来，要支持我们，也是护持我们。谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。
拜。